I know one of the things that we talk about is a customized solution, right? And that's really hard for people to understand because people who usually hire leadership consultants, advisors, or coaches, and people who help them build culture, et cetera, they're looking for process. They're looking for, hey, what are the things, what are the step by step? Because there's comfort in that, right? As opposed to, hey, just trust us, we're here to help.
Right.
How do you explain to people how this customization works so there's a level of comfort, but still the freedom to create this custom product for the client?
Yeah, I think that it's a unique approach, and I think that the approach is unique in the fact that we have practical experience. You have led at a high level and in a different field certainly than I have, and I have led for 30 years and developed cultures and developed players, again in a different arena, and I think because of these experiences, we understand that it can go in a lot of different directions, and we come through the door and we don't assume that we know exactly what's going on and what the answers are. And I found out over my years as a leader, what I thought was happening and going on wasn't always right. But if I thought that that is what was going on, and I stayed that path, I wasn't developing, number one. In fact, I was probably doing the opposite. And to explain to clients and partners that what we want to do is get to understand their organization and their culture and their people as it exists now, and then have the ability to not put a square peg in a round hole. Right? This is what we're going to do no matter what, because this is what we do. Hopefully, our clients and the people we work with understand that what we're doing is that we're very flexible, and that we can make the adjustments and go in the direction that is going to best support and guide and help them to get to the culture and the end result that that they want. And that is it's different, but at the same time, it's what I experienced as a coach over all these years. Because I was a young head coach, I was always bringing people in to work with my team and to work with me to help me to develop. And I always found in those situations that it was never sustainable or as fulfilling as I would have hoped it could be. And now I feel really, really strongly about my experience, because I made a lot of mistakes over the years. Some I got away with, but I always learned from them, and that's what made me a better leader. And I continue to develop now. I learned so much, just in doing our programming together and spending time with you and your experiences. So, to me personally, the customization is really important, because that was something that I never experienced. But I also invested a lot of time and money into development for my players and myself. And honestly, if it was customized, I would have there would have been a lot more value in it for me.